all right. This is your host, David Washington, and this is the David Washington Show. So, while I was in Hilton Head, South Carolina, recently, I had the pleasure of meeting a fine older couple, Marci and Marvin, and they were on their way to Florida. We spent some time during the winter relaxing, enjoying the warm weather during, of course, the winter. And we had a great conversation, particularly about what else? Politics. And Marcy spoke pretty much the most, while Marvin and I enjoyed our glasses of wine. And I was with my fiance. And it was a very good conversation about what politics is, what politics has become, and particularly on the Democrat side and President Biden, and why Marcy felt that she just could not get squarely behind the president. And of course, I sat, asked the right questions, and got her feedback. And ultimately, her concern was that she didn't feel that President Biden was strong enough to be president. Not necessarily his physical being, however, the way he comes across in his conversation with the American people, unlike his presumptive Republican challenger, Donald J. Trump. And that just struck me as like, whoa. And she agreed that the economy is pretty much rebounded, has done well. She understood that, the food and fuel prices are volatile and they do make inflation seem like it's a bigger deal than not. However, as a retiree, he felt pretty good about where the economy is at. What she did have a concern, of course, being Jewish, was the situation in Israel right now. And he's squarely behind Israel. Very strong feelings about Israel. And she wants the president of the United States to do something to end the bloodshed, end the fighting. But out of the conversation, we just pretty much said, something, this has been going on for centuries. Will there ever be an end? Let's pray that there is. However, we hoped for the best. We're preparing for the worst. So back to domestic issues. Marcy said that Democrats need to, one, of course, show up. However, for Democrats to show up to keep the presidency, keep the Senate, and take the House of Representatives, they need a strong message. Abortion is not going to be the sole answer. He's all about reproductive rights for women, securing them, keeping them, enshrining them into the Constitution, codifying them at the federal level if necessary. However, he understands that may be good enough for her, but for the rest of the populace, that may be something completely different that does not motivate them to come to the polls. It does not persuade them. And by then, the Democrats need to figure out what their messaging is. And they need to figure it out in a hurry. It was a really good conversation. Very good conversation over a cheese tray or that fancy cheese and meat board and a couple of glasses of wine overlooking the Atlantic from the coast of South Carolina. It was an enjoyable conversation. I want to thank you, Marcy and Marvin, and hope that your stay in Fort Lauderdale is a good one. However, what I took from that conversation is that like with people who are even tangentially involved in politics on the periphery, they believe that democracy is on the line. And whether you're on the conservative side or the liberal side, your idea of democracy is on the line. Some believe moving too far to the left, socialism. I can see that. Too big government, too big of a government. An office for this, an office for that. Government overreach. Authoritism, a strong man presidency, a strong executive office is what liberals fear. The verge of right wing extremism, fascism, that is in the minds of Democrats and liberals when they think of Trump returning to the White House. And you know something? Project 2025 does not help matters. It just doesn't. So, what can you do about this? First of all, just vote. About 33, 38% of you don't vote. Educate yourselves now because whether you think we're moving towards socialism or moving towards authoritative. I can't even say it now. I've said it so many times where we're moving too far to the right, authoritativism, whatever, fascism, whatever your political affiliation is, your political thought. The common thread is that democracy is at stake, and it may be hyperbole, it may be over the top, or it could be the truth. This is the most important election of our time, and we need to take this serious. And I want to know if you're going to take this serious. Please, if you like what we say on our network, if you like what we say here on the David Washington Show, or you don't, please comment. We want to hear what you have to say, and we'd love to engage you on our different platforms, wherever you hear or listen to our podcast, particularly this show, The David Washington Show. I'd love for you to comment, to like, share with your friends, family, peers, those politicals that you know, those individuals who are thinking about running for office, those electeds that you know, or just anyone who hasn't voted. We'll love to hear from them. We really would. So, this is the David Washington Show. Today, I'm broadcasting from the beautiful state of Missouri. I had the opportunity to attend the graduation, college graduation of my fiance's youngest daughter's receiving her bachelor's degree. Congratulations, Noelle. You earned it. And congratulations to all the graduates. To our political director, Angelina. She graduated from UCF. Go Knights. This is excellent, excellent news. Please, again, like, share, let us know what you got to say. This is the David Washington Show. We'll be back next week with more dynamic content for you. Stay tuned. Thank you. I love my show. I love doing this. This is awesome.